Moderate. Welcome back. This is Gateway 101. In today's live broadcast, we're going to be talking about breast cancer awareness. So this is a very important topic, okay, that you must find time to listen because it is a very, very informative and educative. So you might know somebody who has breast cancer, or if you must have known somebody who will need this information. Okay, so it is very, very important that you pay attention because every information we're giving today is for your healthcare purposes or for your loved ones. So pay attention. So this is a very, very serious topic that we're going to be discussing. Okay, so remember that while this does not constitute medical diagnosis, this is simply health care awareness. So without wasting much time, let's dive into it. So we're going to be examining what is breast cancer. What are the simple home remedies to help alleviate breast cancer? So we are saying that breast cancer is a disease where cells in the breast grow uncontrollably. It is a disease. It is cancer. It is a disease. It's a disease where the cell in the breast grow uncontrollably and form a tumor, tumor. It most commonly starts in the milk-producing gland. Over time, this abnormal cell can spread to a nearby tissue or other part of the body if not treated. So what causes breast cancer? There is no single cause, but risk factor will include genetic, family history, heredity, mutation, hormonal factors, long-term estrogen exposure, age, risk increase over time, lifestyle, smoking, alcohol, lack of exercise, obesity. These are some of the risk factors, but there is no single cause of breast cancer. So what are the common symptoms to watch out for? A lump in the breast or underarm, changes in breast size or shape. These are some of the symptoms you should watch for breast cancer. If you're having a nipple discharge, especially bloody nipple discharge, make sure you seek medical help. Skin changes, deepening, redness or thickness, lipopene or inversion. These are some of the things that you should pay attention to. Okay, so let's look at some of the home remedies that can help. Okay, but note that here is an important truth. There is no home remedy that can cure breast cancer. And I repeat, there is no home remedy that can cure breast cancer. Treatments like surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, hormone therapy, or targeted therapy are medically necessary. So there is no home remedy. However, some natural and home-based approach can help support your body, reduce symptoms, and improve quality of life alongside medical treatment. That's just the truth. Okay? And I repeat again, there is no home remedy that can cure cancer. So do not be deceived. Go and seek proper medical help. Treatment like surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, hormone therapy, or targeted therapy are medically necessary. Okay? However, some natural and home-based approach can help support your body, reduce symptoms, and improve quality of life alongside medical treatment. Support home remedy. This is not a cure. Okay, anti-inflammatory food such as green leaf, spinach, your berries, blueberries, strawberries. These are some of the food you should be eating if you are having a cancer. This does not constitute treatment or cure. Okay, but this would help alleviate symptoms. Herring fat, olive oil, avocado oil, fatty fish like salmon fish. This help reduce inflammation and support overall health. This does not constitute cancer treatment. Okay, these are just home remedy that will help alleviate the symptoms. Gentle exercise, walking 20 to 30 minutes daily, light stretching will help alleviate symptoms. This help reduce fatigue, improve mood, and strengthen the immune system. Stress management, deep breathing, meditation or prayers, listening to calming music. Chronic stress can weaken your immune response, so you need to be stress free. Warm and cold compress. Warm compress help relaxes sore tissue. Cold compress reduces swelling. Useful for discomfort or after treatment. Then don't forget to stay hydrated, drink enough water daily. This helps your body flush toxins and manage treatment side effects, especially if you're on chemotherapy. Proper rest and sleep. Aim for 9 hours of sleep. This support healing and improve your immune function. Herbal support, use conscious. Okay? Some people use this turmeric and inflammatory, ginger, help for nausea, vomiting, green tea, antidote. But always talk to a doctor. And I repeat, always talk to a doctor before using herbs. They can interfere with cancer treatment. So, when to seek medical help? If you notice any breast changes, don't wait. Early detection saves life. Screening method like mammogram can catch cancer early when it's most treatable. Bottom line is, breast cancer is serious but often treatable, especially when found early. So medical treatment is essential. Home remedy can support but not replace proper medical treatment. Home remedies should not replace proper medical treatment. Okay? So let's look at, remember that in Gateway 101 we places emphasis on healthcare wellness. So let's look at some of let's look at some of breast cancer awareness and why is it important. So breast cancer awareness means educating people about breast cancer, including how to recognize early warning signs, understand risk factor, get screened regularly, and support those affected. So it is very, very important. You get to 101 who places emphasis on prevention, because we strongly believe that prevention is better than cure, and we also encourage people to go for screening. Go for regular checkup, cannot be overemphasized. Okay, so get screening regularly and support those affected. Okay, so create healthcare awareness. That's what we do with the channel. So what breast cancer awareness includes knowing the signs, lumps in the breast, changes in shape, nipple discharge, or skin changes. So breast cancer awareness is teaching you to know the early warning sign of breast cancer before it turns to full illness. So it is treatable and manageable when it is catched earlier. Okay, so understanding risk factor, age, family history. So it can be genetic. In other words, it can also be hereditary because you have to do with your family factors. So, okay, so lifestyle and genetics. Promoting screening, this is what we do in breast cancer awareness. Okay, we're promoting screening. Actually, that's the number one thing we do in breast cancer awareness. Make sure people go for regular checkup, make sure they go for screening, let them be thoroughly screened. Regular mammogram and self-check. It also teaches you how to check. Also encouraging early action, seeing a doctor quickly if something feels wrong, supporting patients emotionally, financially, and socially. A major global effort for this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, held every October. In breast cancer awareness, you are being taught. It teaches you how to check for lumps in your breast, how to check for changes in shape of your breast. If you're having a nipple discharge, what does that signify? Or you're having a skin changes. So it teaches you all this early warning sign. They also make sure you understand the risk factor, because as you age, you getting more exposed, you becoming a greater risk of contacting breast cancer, and also it can be hereditary. It can so family history, it can be genetic also. So lifestyle also can play it can be of a risk factor too, and it is genetics, as I've said. So in Healthcare Awareness Month and breast cancer awareness, we also promote screening. We encourage people to go for regular checkup, teaches you what to look for, okay, regular mammogram and self-check. So all these things are being taught during breast cancer awareness teachings. So encouraging early action. So we encourage you to seek medical help quickly if you notice that something feels wrong. Okay, supporting patients emotionally, because it can be really, really stressful. Mostly if you are told that you have a cancer, how will you feel? So we support patients emotionally, financially, and socially. Okay, so a major global effort for this, like I've said, is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is held every October. Why is this so important? It is important because early detection saves lives. Okay, when breast cancer is found early, treatment is more effective and survival rates are much higher. So before the cancer spread to other part of your body, it will be easier to be treated if it is caught early. So if it is found early, treatment is more effective and survival rate are much higher. So why is breast cancer awareness important? Because it reduces fear and misinformation. Awareness helps people separate fact, okay, from myths, making them more likely to seek help instead of ignoring the symptoms. Okay, and encourage regular screening. Why is breast cancer awareness important? Because it encourages regular screening. Program like mammogram can catch cancer before symptoms even appear. So promote it. Why is it also important? Breast cancer awareness is important because it promotes healthy lifestyle choice. Awareness is being created. Okay, it highlights habits that may lower risk, such as staying physically active, eating a balanced diet, limit alcohol intake, and stop smoking, maintaining a healthy weight. So these are some of the awareness created during breast cancer awareness week or month. Breast cancer awareness is important because it supports research and funding. Campaign raises money for better treatment such as detection tools and ultimately a cure. So a simple way to think about it is this. Breast cancer awareness is about know your body, check regularly, and act early. Okay, so let's look at some of the early warning signs that people likely ignored. Do not forget, before any major illnesses develop in your body must have given you a warning sign that you just ignored. Okay, so let's look at some of the early warning signs of breast cancer that many people overlook. Catching this early can make a huge difference. Okay, if you have a new lumps or thickening in your breast, this is one of the most common signs. Do not forget, this does not constitute medical diagnosis in any way. Okay, we are only creating a healthcare awareness. So if you notice a new lump, LUMP, lump or tickling in your breast, this is one of the most common signs of breast cancer. Often painless, but not always. Can feel hard or different from surrounding tissue. It's a very early warning sign of cancer. Changes in breast size or shape. If your breasts are beginning to suddenly begin swelling and out of shape, one breast suddenly look bigger than the other one, swelling or uneven, not related to normal hormonal changes. These are some of the early warning signs of breast cancer. Skin changes on the breast, deepening like an orange peel, texture, redness, irritation, or thickened skin. These are some of the early warning signs of breast cancer. Lipo discharge, lipo turning inward, invasion. That's some of the early warning signs of breast cancer. Pain, itching, or unusual sensitivity. Some of the early warning signs of breast cancer. Unusual lipo discharge, especially if it is bloody or occur without squeezing. So if you have lipo discharge and it is bloody, this is a medical emergency. Make sure you consult your doctor immediately because these are some of the obvious early warning signs of breast cancer. Persistent breast or armpit pain. If you're persistently having a pain, a breast pain that will not go away, or you're having an armpit pain that will not go away, it is persistent. Pain that does not go away. These are some of the likely early warning signs of breast cancer. Mostly this pain does not link to your menstrual cycle. So the early warning sign of breast cancer. Swelling or lip or lumps in the armpit can indicate lower load involvement. Sometimes appear before breast lump is noted. Okay, so when to take action? Don't ignore changes that last more than 1 to 2 weeks. Mostly if the pain is persistent for 1 to 2 weeks, you should seek medical help immediately. It does not always mean cancer, but it is important to get checked early. Important reminder, not all breast changes are cancer, but early detection saves life. Knowing what is normal for your body help you spot what's not. Okay, so let's look at some of the simple 5 minute monthly breast check routine, or explain what happened during a mammogram so you can feel prepared. Here's both. First, a simple 5 minute monthly self-check routine, then a clear explanation of what happened during a mammogram so you know exactly what to expect. A simple 5 minute breast cancer self-check routine for early detection of breast cancer. Best time, a few days before your periods end. Breasts are less tender. If you don't have periods, pick the same day each month. Step 1. Look in the mirror. 1 minute. Stand with shoulder straight and arm at your side. Check for changes in size of your breast. Skin darkening or redness. Nipple discharge, inversion or discharge. Repeat with arm raised overhead. Step 2. Check while standing 2 minutes. Use the pad of your finger, not tip. Move in a small circle like tracing cone. Cover the entire area from collarbone to breast, under breast, armpit. Use this 3 pressure level: light just under the skin, mild, medium, mild tissue, and damp near the chest. Step 3. Shake while laying down for 2 minutes. Lay down and place one arm behind your head. This spread the breast tissue evenly. Repeat the same circular motion. Cover the whole breast and armpit area. Switch side. What we are looking for: new lumps or thick area, swelling or unusual pain, skin or lipo discharge. So when to see a doctor. If you notice any unusual that does not go away after 1 to 2 weeks, get it checked. Okay, so what happened during a mammogram? A mammogram is a low dose X-ray that help detect breast cancer early, often before you can feel anything. So mammogram help detect breast cancer early, even before symptoms persist. So step by step preparation, you will stand in front of the machine. A technologist will guide you. Positioning: one breast is placed on a flat plate. Another plate gently placed down to spread the tissue. This might feel uncomfortable, but it lasts only a few seconds. Imaging: X-ray images are taken from different angles, then repeated for the other breasts. Done in minutes. The whole process takes about 10 to 20 minutes, so it's not bad. Who is hot? some pressure or brief discomfort. Does it hurt? No, it does not hurt. Some pressure or brief discomfort, not usually painful and very quick. So go and get mammogram if you are a female. Very important. Why does this matter? Mammogram can detect cancer years before symptom appears. Okay, so if you're a female, go and get mammogram at least every year, unless the doctor advises otherwise. So mammogram can detect cancer years before symptoms appear, so making treatment much more effective. The takeaway here is simple check, know your normal. Mammogram detects what you can feel. Okay, so like I said, healthcare cancer breast cancer awareness means educating people about breast cancer. This does not constitute medical diagnosis or treatment. I keep saying it. This is healthcare awareness, because breast cancer means teaching people, educating people about breast cancer, including how to recognize early warning signs, understanding risk factors, and get screened regularly and support those affected. So, what breast cancer awareness include is knowing the signs, lumps in the breast, changes in shape, your breast changes, nipple discharge, or skin changes. So all these things are being taught during breast cancer awareness. Okay, understanding the risk factor. Age is a contributing factor. Family history, it can be genetics, and it can also be hereditary. In other words, your father have it, your mom have it, your grandmother have it, and it's now be passed over to you. Are at a very high risk if you have a family history of breast cancer. Okay, the lifestyle, you change your lifestyle. Okay, avoid alcohol, avoid cigarette. Okay, because cigarettes contribute to a lot of cancer, especially lung cancer, and it can also be genetics. That means you can inherit it. If somebody in your family have it, it's possible that it might spread to you. So understanding, promoting screening, regular mammogram, and self checks. Okay, so breast cancer awareness include promoting screening, encouraging early action. Okay, seeing a doctor quickly if something feels wrong, supporting patients. Some of these are what it is promoted in breast cancer awareness. It is support you emotionally, financially, and socially. You can be really, really stressful. Mostly the early stage of diagnosis. If you are prescribed, if you are pronounced, once the physician pronounced that you're having a cancer, it can be devastating. So so breast cancer awareness. So patients people are cancer patients are being supported emotionally, financially, and socially. So a global effort for this is the breast cancer awareness month, which is held every October. So why is breast cancer awareness important? It is important because early detection saves life. When breast cancer is found early, treatment is more effective and survival rates are much higher. It reduces fear and misinformation. Awareness helps people separate fact from myth, making them more likely to seek help instead of ignoring symptoms. Encourage regular screening. Programs like mammogram can catch cancer before symptoms even appear. So all these things are being taught in breast cancer awareness. Okay, so people are encouraged to go for screening. Okay, promote health. In breast cancer teaching, they promote health lifestyle. Awareness highlight habits that may lower risk, such as staying physically active, eating a balanced diet, limiting alcohol, and maintaining a healthy health, supporting research and funding. Campaigns are raised, awareness are raised, money are raised for better treatment, early detection tools, and ultimately a cure. So, simple way to think of it is breast cancer awareness is about know your body, check regularly, and act early. Okay, so this is Gateway 101, and do not forget that all what we are saying here does not constitute medical diagnosis. Okay, this is Gateway 101. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget, if you are finding it difficult to go for your doctor appointment and you live in Metro Atlanta, contact us. We will provide a free transportation for you to go for your healthcare appointment, okay? Because we create awareness and we also encourage you to go for your healthcare awareness, healthcare appointment. So I come your way again. This is Gateway 101. Thank you for watching and God bless.